exercises are going to be as follows. Squat and reach, air squat, up downs, and finally knee to elbow. Squat and reach, hips back, reach up as hips come forward, fluid motion, breathe. Breathe in when you go down, out when you pop up, reach. Here we're putting energy into our system, smooth motion, breathing. Air squats, hands come out in front, chest stays up, hips go back. We're making sure those knees don't track in front of our toes. Our heels stay real tight. We don't want any lift there. So the depth of your squat ideally is right at 90. A little bit lower if you feel comfortable. But be smart. If you have to leave, if your heels leave the floor, for you to get any lower in the squat, we don't want that. So monitor that position. Heels always stay tight. Up downs. Solid body position. Core is tight. My legs are really tight. I'm just walking. I'm putting my hand where my elbow was. I'm matching hand to elbow, marching up. Just a lot of tension in the legs through the core into the hands. Knee to elbow, tight plank, focusing on keeping my body low. We don't want the hips to raise real high, nice and tight. The knee comes in, touches elbow, goes back, foot goes back out. Again, always set those hips. We're connecting movements, connecting exercises. Back to our feet. Always a few deep breaths before you start this. Squat and reach. Putting our hands above our head raises our heart rate a little bit more. Hips are going out, hips are going in. Good reach. Quality movement. Excellent. Remember to breathe. Start thinking about what you want to get out of your workout. Focus is definitely on form. We're reaching, our hips are back, air squats. Hands reach out, arms go nice and straight, chest stays up, hips go back, heels stay tight. Transition to the floor, deep breath, up down, start on the forearms. Again, our legs are tight, all the tension goes right up into our core. Smooth pace. Beginning, if this is a tough movement for you, do not be afraid to do it from your knees. As with the push-ups, which we'll be doing plenty of, be smart. If you can't complete all 10, do them from your knees. This exercise, modification would be to do it from your forearms. But if you can, do all 10 reps from your hands. Excellent. We're ready to go. Today we're going to do a 10-to-1 ladder, kettlebell swings, body pulls, and push-ups. Limit your rest time, move as quickly as possible, maintain proper form. Let's do it. Finishing up another week strongly. Kettlebell swings. Extend those hips, release. Again, good focus. Movement, that transition is key. Solid. Repeating solid movements. Our body's learning to do things properly. Control. We want our muscles to be long, lean, strong. No imbalances. To the floor. Good tension, and drive away. Super solid focus. And release the hips. I love working down a ladder like this. Efficiency is key. You want to minimize resting. So I want you to focus on your ladder, on your movement, on your transitions. I am your motivator. Always setting proper position. No silly, crazy transitions. No jerking, smooth. Focus on those body pose, remember, driving the elbows back, finishing with the hands. Super strong grip. Down to the floor. Press away. Solid pressing. In my mind and on your mind, you should think just gonna fire through. Focus on completing these first 4 rounds. The bulk of the reps comes in those first 4 rounds. Starting 8. Sometimes, guys, it's all about playing mind games with yourself. Seeing progress is key. Whether you're trying to run a marathon, fight through those last 6.2 miles, you're trying to finish this ladder without resting. The mind is the same. No negotiating, solid. Find a good flow. Find a good flow. Make sure you're in an area that you like. Allows you to complete this. And that movement is smooth. One exercise after the other. Good transitions. You're where you want to be. Hip extension. Releasing. Just work. Drive those elbows back. Good pressure. Solid movement. Back to the floor. Again, we're just transitioning. I want you to push yourself. Keep that ladder going. Keep going. Getting closer to 1 every round. If you started doing the push-ups from your hands, try to stay there. Again, you may slow down. Your pace may be well off mine. Don't worry about it. We're building. Solid, smooth. Get those feet set where you want it. You can adjust this position quite easily. Again, be wise about how hard you're working. If you're not working hard enough, change that position. If you need a little bit more resistance, create it. A little bit less, create that as well. Stay confident here. I like to say press that floor away. Your push-ups are solid. Your legs are tight. Good tension through the quads. Good. If my math is correct, 5 to 1, we got 15 reps left. That's it. 15 of each. I'm just going to break it up into small sets. These transitions are key. The reason why we do ladders sometimes is to increase the amount of transitions you have to do, which means more body movement. And the mind is always focused on movement. We're burning more calories. A lot of work's being done, a lot of tension here. And the flow is there. Strong legs, strong hips. Release those hips. Keep the flow nice and quick. On your mind, we're strictly focused on completion now. Pulling hard. Wherever you're at, make sure you're breathing. If you need a water break, take it. As we finish these workouts, as you finish this ladder, the completion aspect is on your mind. You're thinking, once it's done, it's done. It's put away. You've earned it. It's yours. Strong. You can slow these last few reps down. Really focus on the tension. In your mind, you know you can crush these, so let's crush them. Push-ups are tough, legs tough, and drive. Create that tension. Load, unload. Hip extension. Release the kettlebell high. Body position is enhanced. Very strong. Slow down those last few reps, accentuate them. Very few, but quality. Again, quality. As you finish, get yourself set. Proper position. Good tension. Transition. Love it. Excellent. Week 2's in the books. Good job, guys. Our cooldown is a lower back complex consisting of 3 positional holds. Focus on the lower back. Off your timer, assume position. Chest up, hips out. We're pulling the chest up. We're creating tension in our low back. My gaze is slightly up, always forward. Pulling those muscles of our back together and tight. Shoulder blades are coming together. Hands are pulling back and up, creating tension. We're trying to balance out all that sitting we do every day. So we got to activate the muscles of our posterior chain, hamstrings, gluteals, all of our back muscles. And this exercise it takes a lot of practice. It's a good cool down. We're putting that isometric tension in our body. We're focusing on these simple holds, and we get to work off the timer. Third position, we're forcing the chest up, arms are straight, heels are tight. We're keeping that tension in our posterior chain. Don't shortchange these exercises. Focus. Let the timer tell you when to stop, when to start. We're breathing constantly, finishing our workout very solidly. In the rest period, if you want, grab a drink of water, towel off a little bit, focus. As we go into the next round, we're going to think about increasing the stretch a little bit, reaching through those tight positions, keeping the chest a little bit higher. Good. Here we're putting that energy into our hips, up our low back, nice and tight. Shoulder blades coming together a little bit. You can rotate your hands a little bit if you want. I'm just focusing on the position, heels tight, making sure my knees are not sliding forward. Remember to squat down a little bit so we bend them. We're hinging at the hips. Chest is up. Focus is strictly on our posterior chain. Reaching forward, reaching up as best we can. Again, breathe through this, work through the tension. You should be burning. Focusing on that posterior chain. Let the timer tell you when to start and stop. And third position. As you slide up, you create that tension into your back, holding this tight. Focusing on the posterior chain. Hamstrings, gluteals, low back, upper back. We're seeking balance. Excellent. Rest period again. One more round. I like to move during rest period. You can walk around a little bit. Get some water, focusing on putting energy back into your system, into your body, cooling down from this tough workout. Get a assume position, create tension. Very important to do your cool down, do your warm up every time. So we're getting our mind right, thinking about the successes we had, what may have been a little bit challenging, what we might need to work on next time. So we will have those thoughts in our mind as we're creating this tension. Breathing, focusing, improving every time. So little things. That little extra effort, that little extra reach, extra tension. Transition, the chest up, set, look, tight. Finish strong. Again, the breathing, calm your breathing, relax. And there you go.